Thank you guys so much for jumping on today's video. This is the second part of the Ultimate Brawl Stars tier list video series that I've been doing, guys. Just to quickly go over some stats, 13 pro players from 9,000 trophies to 12,000 trophies have ranked every single brawler for every single map, and basically, I took all of that data and organized it into the Ultimate Brawl Stars tier list for you guys. This video series is going to be updated as the meta changes, and an important thing for you to realize is that every version is a two-part video series. The first part is where we rank every single brawler and show every brawler as they are with the maps that they do really well on and the maps that we do really poorly on. That was the video that I did yesterday, and then we've got today's video where we take a look at all of the maps in Brawl Stars and show you the best to worst brawlers on every single map. The information in this video is actually really crazy, and it's going to help you win so many more matches in Brawl Stars. I've actually considered not sharing it so that it's not very public, so that I can just use it myself, because as soon as this goes out, then everybody's going to be using it. So I'm like, but I love you guys, and I want to share this quality content with you, and I really wanted to just thank the pros that helped fill out this form for this. They deserve a lot of credit, because I know that it was not an easy task for them. It took some time for sure. We're going to go ahead and start off with the bounty maps, and going over the best and the worst for every single brawler, and going through it quickly, because there are 25 maps, and even if I take 1 minute for every map, that's 25 minutes, and ain't nobody got time for that, right? Okay, so for Temple Ruins in Bounty, we got Ricochet, Brock, and Piper as the best brawlers to be playing here. Dynamite, Jessie, Nita, Shelly, Poco, and Pam, not so good. Don't want to be playing them on Temple Ruins for sure. Terracotta Square is a little bit different there. We got Ricochet, Brock, Daryl, and Bo as your top brawlers. Then as your worst brawlers, we got Poco, Dynamite, and Pam. There's some brawlers that are a little bit better and some brawlers that aren't quite S tier, but there's a pretty even divide right there. Either your brawlers are good or poor for this map. Cabbage Patch is an interesting one where there's a lot of brawlers in every single tier. We got Brock, Piper, Ricochet, and Crow in the S tier, and then we got Poco, Shelly, and Pam as your lowest brawlers that aren't so good at the map. Star Gulch is another long-range mode where we got Brock, Piper, Ricochet, and Crow as your excellent brawlers, and then Jessie, Nita, Poco, Pam, Shelly, and Dynamite as your not-so-good brawlers that you do want to avoid playing for or on Star Gulch. Snake Prairie is an interesting one. Unlike any of the other maps, by far, and totally different team compositions that work as well. Bo, every single pro player listed Bo as an S tier brawler, and that makes sense, right? I mean, his long range absolutely gives him a huge advantage for this map. We also have Ricochet, Bull, and Crow, and Daryl as well as excellent brawlers for this map. In the F tier, we've got Poco, Barley, Dynamite, Jessie, and Pam that aren't so good for this map. Shooting Stars, another long range map where we've got Brock, Piper, and Ricochet in the top spots, and tons of brawlers in the lower tier. Barley as a thrower, yeah, not a good map for him. Terra, Dynamite, El Primo, Poco, Nita, Jessie, Pam, Shelly. All of these are brawlers that you should avoid playing here. This is a very brawler-specific map where you want to be choosing your brawlers very carefully when you're playing on Shooting Star, because as soon as you get rid of a couple of walls, then it opens up wide open for those long-range brawlers to take everybody out. Outlaw Camp has a very big spread where we've got Bo, Crow, Ricochet, and Brock at the very top, a bunch of people in the middle, and then Jessie and Pam in the F tier. Groundhog Burrow is our last bounty map where we've got Brock, Ricochet, Piper, Crow, and Barley in the S tier, and then in the F tier, we've got El Primo, Jessie, Poco, Nita, Shelly, and Pam. Oh, Pam. She's so bad at bounty. On to Smash and Grab. We've got Hard Rock Mine. Bull, Daryl, Spike, Nita, Jessie, and Poco are all excellent brawlers for this map, whereas Barley, Dynamite, and Piper really struggle here. Now we got Crystal Cavern here with Spike, Nita, Jessie, Poco, Terra, and Daryl all in the S tier, whereas Barley and Dynamite are both in the F tier. On this map, there are a lot of brawlers that are actually pretty decent here. Over half of them are A or higher, which makes Crystal Cavern actually a really good one to push a lot of different brawlers on. For Mushroom Cave, we have Spike, Nita, Jessie, and Poco as the best brawlers for the map, and then Shelly and Piper as the worst brawlers for this map. Once again, a lot of brawlers are good for pushing on Mushroom Cave, but there are some that you definitely want to avoid playing. You can see this theme kind of recurring with all of these smash and grab maps, where we got a lot at the very top and a few at the very bottom. Daryl, Poco, Spike, Bull, Jessie, and Ricochet are all S tier brawlers, whereas Barley, Piper, and Dynamite are all F tier. Temple Catacombs is a lot of fun because there are a lot of S tier brawlers here. We've got Spike, Nita, Daryl, Terra, Ricochet, Jessie, and Poco all in the S tier, whereas Dynamite and Piper are all the way at the bottom there. I feel bad for Piper, man. We're really calling her out here. Deep Hollows is no exception for Piper, where she, Shelly, and Colt are all at the very bottom. And then we have Spike, Poco, Daryl, Tara, Nita, Barley, and Jesse, all as the best brawlers for this map. Now it's time to move on to some showdown maps. We've got Skull Creek here, where Crow is by far the best. We got Barley, Spike, Dynamite, and Colt are also really excellent brawlers for this map. And then Pam and Piper, poor Piper, not very good brawlers for Skull Creek. Stormy Plains is very similar, with similar brawlers and similar rankings. We got Dynamite, Crow, Barley, and Spike in the S tier, and then Pam and Piper down in the F tier. Now Death Valley is interesting because we only have 2 brawlers that are really truly amazing in Death Valley. We got Crow and Spike, the 2 legendary brawlers. Jesse and Pam are at the very bottom, but then we have quite a few brawlers that are pretty good in there, like Colt, Tara, Barley, Dynamite, Daryl, Bull, El Primo, Bull, and Brock. Wow. Finally, my personal favorite in Showdown, Feast or Famine, where we have a lot of brawlers in the S tier. We've got Bull is the best, Crow's a close second, El Primo, Spike, Daryl, and Shelly are also in that S tier, and then Pam, Dynamite, and Piper at the very bottom. Now let's talk about Heist. Heist is interesting because for most maps, there are some brawlers that are amazing and some brawlers that are awful. Okay, so for Heist, we have, for Bandit Stash, we got Colt, Crow, Daryl, Barley, and Dynamite as your S tier brawlers. And then look at that list for F tier brawlers. We got Nita, Bo, Tara, Jesse, Piper, Poco, Shelly, Pam. Mortis is awful in this mode. Don't play him. Kaboom Canyon is very similar, just swapped a few different placements there. Crow, Colt, Daryl, Barley, and Brock are all in the S tier. And then we got Bo, Jesse, Poco, Piper, Nita, Tara, Mortis, Shelly, Pam, all in the F tier. I'm getting pretty good at this. Safe Zone's a little bit different, where we got Crow, Barley, Colt, and Dynamite in the S tier. And then Spike, Bo, Piper, Nita, Jesse, Poco, Tara, Shelly, Pam, and Mortis all down in the F tier. GG Corral changes a little bit, where we got Colt, Daryl. GG Corral changes a little bit, where we got Colt, Barley, Daryl, Dynamite, Bull, and Crow in the S tier. And then, once again, Bo, Nita, Spike, Poco, Jesse, Piper, Tara, Pam, and Mortis all down in the F tier. Finally, Brawl Ball. Whew. Brawl Ball's fun because it's a much wider spread. It's not like you're either good or you're awful. It's a lot more like, oh, there's a lot of bit of stuff in the middle. For Backyard Bull, we've got El Primo, Shelly, Tara, and Spike as your S tier brawlers. And then Dynamite, Bo, Pam, and Piper down as your F tier brawlers. For Triple Dribble, the brawlers change a little bit. El Primo, Shelly, Bull, Barley, and Spike as your S tier brawlers. And then Bo, Piper, and Pam as your F tier brawlers. Lastly, the 25th map, we got Pinhole Punt with El Primo, Tara, Shelly, Spike, and Mortis as your S tier brawlers. And then we got Dynamite, Bo, Piper, and Pam as your F tier brawlers. Now, some things to recognize about this video is that we were taking a look at brawlers as they are with or without team compositions. There are definitely some brawlers that are very good, or even S tier in the right composition, but there are over 6,000 different combinations and different combos that you can have for a team composition. So there's no way I'm going to have all those pros do that. That would take way too long for them to fill that out. And so that's just, obviously you need to use your right judgment. But then this is really excellent if you're trying to push a specific brawler or you're playing a specific map and you don't have time to grab your teammates and formulate a team comp. You're just going in with randoms. This is an excellent way for you to get a good composite or a good brawler so that you know that you're playing the right brawlers in the right maps. Now, none of this would be possible without the support of the pro players that took the time to fill out to rank all of those different brawlers. It took them a lot of time, and I really appreciate them, and you guys should too. Okay, we got PRobert from Nova Professor Robert from Nova Esports. Make sure you follow him on Twitter and YouTube. He does some great YouTube content that you got to check out. We also have Eric EX and Kainer from Nova Esports, Prodigy from Orange Juice. We got Toma, Shaggy, SecondBest, Doodle Bob, and BaheMoth from Paradox, and then also Tøxic from Paradox, as well as SOAW Esports, Jeff as well in SOAW Esports, as well as myself. And then we got RealCanadian and Unity, and then Royalty from Unity and Nova as well. I have the links to their social media in the description below, so make sure you go check them out and give them a follow and show them your love, because I'm thankful that they did this for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions or thoughts, comments, suggestions. Put it down in the section below. For now, this is KairosTime ticking by, and we will see you in the arena.